Thank you, Kevin. Mr. Walkington, please.
Well, I'm pretty sure over the years I've made my share of mistakes, but I think basically we're not a board of engineers and lawyers, and we took the advice as what we thought was in the best interest of the village. We probably could have written some different developmental agreements, made sure that, you know, all the T's were crossed and I's dotted and everything, but I think we've come a long way. We are now under one engineering firm. I think that is a big step forward. That we had some, you know, engineering advice that didn't turn out. I think we needed to have a more hands-on engineer. That's part of the problems with the streets that they're in the condition, and part of the other things. But
thank you, Gary. And Mr. Powell, please.
I have to restate what I've said before. The big example is sitting right next door here, the purchase of this building for Boyce & Wall Company for the Public Works Department. For one person, a building almost 3 times the size of this building right here, for one person to sit there and a couple part-time kids. That's ridiculous. If anything was entertained here, there should be the aspect, if they wanted those wells next door, let's sell this building here, let's move the operation of a meeting room, office, administration space, put it next door here, let's sell this building. This is your tax dollars. But when you leave here today, look at the size of that building. We're one guy. That's astronomically crazy. As far as under Mayor Mueller's administration, again, I have to say the expenditure of $30,000, $40,000, $40,000 was my funds that I had found here as far as what the village expended to tear down the building. And still the property sits there. It's not sold. But why should this village have expended $40,000 to rip down a building? Shouldn't have ever been done. Should have let the next buyer rip down the building.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Okay. Thank you, audience. A bunch of great questions. Thank you, gentlemen, for responding to the questions. I think we're all very appreciative of that. At this time, I'd like you to sum up your platform for us, re-emphasize any points you need to make, expand on or clarify any positions we might not have touched on. We each have 2 minutes, and we're going to begin in the reverse order with which we started. So, Mr. Walter Crease, if you would begin, please, Walter.
Well, being my first run at public office, I believe I bring fresh new ideas to the board to work in these committees. As from my work experiences, okay, I was elected as a shop chairman in the local union. Okay, so through that, having four committeemen and eight stewards underneath me, also having a company where it was 450 union members, I had to lead the union in negotiation. I was the lead negotiator, okay, for 2 contracts, 2 multi-year contracts. So being the lead negotiator, I believe that there showed leadership. I also had a willingness to work and get involved in numerous committees through my work career. And that shows that basically I would work together with others and being able to come up with common solutions. I'm an honest, hardworking, and also able to listen to others. With these traits, I believe that I can help this board work together to find common solutions to these issues that we have, and to have this community move forward in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Crease. Mr. Kevin Barrett, please.
First of all, I'd like to thank the residents for giving me the privilege of sitting on this board for the last 4 years. It's been a great experience. It's been very fulfilling. I would like to be able to have an opportunity to continue my work as a trustee for the village, chairing public safety, chairing other projects that the mayor deems necessary for me to do, such as when we first started Shop with a Cop, working with our emergency management agency to make sure that our community is in a safe environment all the time. And I think that with my background with my business acumen and with the experience that I've gathered here on the board, working with the community hand in hand, for the last 10 out of the 12 years that I've lived here, I think that makes me a good, strong candidate only because of, you know, I have the knowledge, I have the basis of understanding, and I can hit the ground and stay running with it. I'm asking you for your vote on April 5th at the election, and I really look forward to having an opportunity to serving you and the residents of Haynesville again for another 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baird. Next, Mr. Timothy Powell.
You know, folks, something that needs to be addressed here is term limits. Term limits for any kind of representative on the local government should really be considered as far as the voters of the village of Haynesville. We need new eyes, new ears, new voice, and that's what I offer for the citizens of Lake County. A new voice for someone to really pay attention as far as what's going on here, because I represent you. I'm elected by you, and I will listen to what your suggestions are, because someone has to be here to administer this village and watch over what is being expended as far as money as far as what's being appropriated for and what's being purchased, because it's your tax dollars. And if it's not being purchased correctly, I'm going to be your eyes and ears to monitor what's going on. So again, I would appreciate your vote come April the 5th. I need your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Mr. Gary Walkington, a closing statement, please.
Actually, I'm actually looking forward to this election. I've been around for quite a while. I've had the opportunity to see basically the village grow. They call it the oldest village in Haynesville. Basically, we're about 20 years old. I've seen it grow from, you know, basically farmland to a nice family community. I've helped plan that. I hope I'd like to continue to plan for the next 4 years and beyond. I mean, I've enjoyed sitting on the board and working with the people that I've worked with, and I appreciate your vote on April 5th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Walkington. Okay, it's time to end this forum. It's time for you to consider who to vote for, and I thank you all for coming here this evening. You, the candidates, especially, for without your commitment and efforts in entering the race, there would be none, and we would have no vote. And so may you continue to run a good race. And I thank you, the audience, for being here, for participating. If you want to vote early, go to the Avon Township office in Round Lake Park, and the hours are posted all over the place. Election day is Tuesday, April 5th. Be sure you vote. It is both a cherished right and an awesome responsibility. So thanks for being here. There are coffee and donuts set up on the table back there, so take a moment to talk to the candidates and your neighbors. Be safe in getting home, and good night.